Hello, my dear friend. I am so glad you're here with me today. Sometimes life feels heavy, doesn't it? We carry so many worries, so many thoughts about what we should be doing, who we should be, and where we should be by now. It's easy to feel overwhelmed, as if we're falling behind or missing something important. But I want you to know, right now, in this moment, you are exactly where you need to be. There's no race. There's no competition. Life is not about rushing to get somewhere. It's about learning to be gentle with yourself, right where you are. I know that deep inside, you're looking for a way to feel better, to feel lighter, to feel more connected to the joy that life can offer. And that's beautiful. The desire to grow, to heal, to find peace is a sign that your heart is open. You don't need to change everything overnight. You don't need to have all the answers. All you need is a little willingness to try something new, something loving. Today, I want to offer you that. Just a few simple habits, easy steps that you can take today to begin feeling better, even if it's just for one day. Sometimes one day is enough to remind you that you have the power to shift how you feel, to change the energy around you, and to invite more kindness into your life. You see, life responds to us. When we begin to treat ourselves with care, life starts to reflect that care back to us in ways we never expected. So let's begin together. No pressure, no expectations, just an open heart and a gentle reminder that you are worthy of feeling good. You are worthy of love, of peace, of happiness. Right now, take a deep breath with me. Feel your body relax, and as you exhale, let go of any tension or worry you've been holding on to. You don't need it here. This is a safe space where you can simply be. I want you to repeat softly, in your mind or out loud, these simple words. I am open to positive changes. Let that affirmation settle into your heart. There is nothing you need to force. Just being open is enough for today. It's amazing how much can change in just one day when we choose to see things differently. So often we think that transformation has to be big and dramatic. But in truth, it begins with the smallest shifts. Imagine for a moment that today is like planting a seed. You don't need to see the full-grown tree right away. You just need to trust that by planting that seed with love and care, something beautiful will grow in time. When we decide to give ourselves one day of kindness, one day of conscious thought, we start a ripple effect. That one day shows us what's possible. It tells our mind and body that we are ready for something better. You don't have to commit to a lifetime right now, just today, just this moment. When I first learned that every thought we think shapes our experience, it was like opening a door to a new world. I realized that I didn't have to stay stuck in old patterns. I could choose a different thought, a softer thought, a more loving thought, and my life would begin to reflect that choice. You have that same power. Right now, you can decide that today will be a day where you treat yourself with extra care, a day where you speak to yourself kindly, where you pause to breathe, where you notice the good things around you. It doesn't matter what happened yesterday, and you don't need to worry about tomorrow. All of your power is here, in this day. Every moment gives you a chance to begin again. You are never stuck. Even if it feels like nothing is changing, remember that the most important shifts happen inside first. The outside world catches up later. So give yourself permission to start small, to believe that even one day of love and attention can open doors you didn't know existed. I invite you to hold this affirmation close to your heart. Every moment is a new beginning. Let it remind you that you are free to choose again as often as you need to. There's no limit to how many times you can start fresh. Be gentle with yourself as you move through today. Notice how different it feels when you approach life with softness instead of pressure. You might be surprised at how much lighter your heart becomes when you allow yourself this gift. One of the most powerful things you can do for yourself is to begin your day with loving words. The way you speak to yourself sets the tone for everything that follows. So many of us have spent years being our own worst critics, repeating harsh words in our minds without even realizing it. But what if, just for today, you decided to be your own best friend? What if you looked at yourself with the same kindness you would offer to someone you love dearly? This simple habit can change everything. I'd like to introduce you to a beautiful practice called mirror work. It's as simple as standing in front of a mirror, looking into your own eyes, and speaking words of love and encouragement. At first, it might feel strange. You might notice resistance or hear that critical voice trying to interrupt. That's okay. It's just old programming. With patience and practice, that voice will soften. The more you tell yourself loving things, the more natural it becomes. Imagine starting your morning by looking into your eyes and saying, "I love you. You are doing the best you can." These words may seem simple, but they carry deep healing power. When you speak to yourself with kindness, your mind begins to relax. Your body feels safer. You start to build trust within yourself, and that trust becomes the foundation for positive change. This isn't about pretending everything is perfect. It's about acknowledging that you are worthy of love exactly as you are, even while you grow. Try this tomorrow morning, or even right now if you can. Stand in front of the mirror, take a deep breath, and look into your eyes. Not to judge, but to connect. Speak softly, as you would to a dear friend. If saying "I love you" feels too difficult at first, you can start with something like, "I am willing to be kinder to you." Over time, these words will begin to feel true because you are creating a new relationship with yourself. A relationship built on compassion and support. Remember, your inner dialogue is powerful. It shapes how you feel throughout the day. By choosing to start your morning with loving words, you set yourself up for a day filled with more ease and confidence. You remind yourself that no matter what happens outside, you have a safe and loving place within. This simple act of mirror work, practiced daily, can gently transform the way you see yourself and the way you experience life. When you take a moment to notice the good things in your life, something magical begins to happen. Your heart softens, your mind clears, and the world around you starts to feel a little brighter. This is the gentle power of gratitude. It doesn't require anything grand or complicated. It simply asks you to pause and say, "Thank you." So often we get caught up in what's missing, what's wrong, or what we wish would change. But when we shift our focus, even slightly, to what is already good, we open the door to more blessings. Life loves to be appreciated. The more you notice what's working, the more things will begin to work in your favor. Gratitude is like a magnet for positivity. It invites more joy, more peace, and more abundance into your life. You don't have to wait for something big to happen to feel grateful. It can be as simple as appreciating the warmth of the sun on your skin, the comfort of a cozy bed, or the smile from a stranger. These small moments are gifts, and when you acknowledge them, you tell life, I see the beauty you are offering me. One of the easiest ways to practice this is by keeping a little journal. At the end of the day, write down 3 things you are grateful for. They don't have to be extraordinary. In fact, the simplest things often carry the most meaning. Maybe you enjoyed a delicious meal, heard your favorite song, or felt a cool breeze on a warm day. By writing these things down, you train your mind to look for the good, and soon you'll find that goodness everywhere. As you do this, I invite you to hold this affirmation in your heart. I am grateful for all the blessings in my life, big and small. Say it softly to yourself whenever you feel your thoughts drifting toward worry or lack. Gratitude gently brings you back to the present, where peace lives. You'll begin to notice that when you focus on what you have, rather than what you don't, life feels richer, more supportive, and more joyful. This simple habit of gratitude can transform not only how you see the world, but also how the world responds to you. There is a quiet strength in something as simple as your breath. It's always there, supporting you, even when you forget about it. When life feels overwhelming, or your mind becomes crowded with too many thoughts, your breath can guide you back to a place of calm. You don't need anything special to practice this habit. Just a few moments and a willingness to pause. When you take slow, deep breaths, you signal to your body that it's safe to relax. The tension in your shoulders, your chest, your mind begins to melt away. It's like giving yourself a gentle reset, reminding yourself that peace is always within reach. So often we rush through the day, holding our breath without realizing it, bracing ourselves against stress or worries. But when you become aware of your breathing, you invite stillness into your life. It's a small act, but it carries great power. Try this now if you can. Breathe in slowly through your nose, feeling your belly rise. Hold it for a moment, and then exhale gently through your mouth, letting go of any tightness. With each breath, imagine releasing tension, fear, or anything that no longer serves you. As you continue to breathe deeply, notice how your mind begins to quiet down. The racing thoughts lose their urgency, and a sense of clarity emerges. This is the gift of mindful breathing. It brings you back to yourself, back to the present moment where everything is okay. You can return to this practice any time during your day, especially when you feel stressed or disconnected. It only takes a minute or two, but it can shift your entire state of being. As you breathe, I encourage you to repeat this soothing affirmation. With every breath, I release tension and welcome peace. Let these words flow with your breath, allowing them to anchor you in calmness. Over time, you'll find that this simple habit becomes a source of strength. Whenever life feels chaotic, you'll know that you have a tool within you to create calm. Your breath is a reminder that you are always supported, always connected to a deeper sense of peace, no matter what is happening around you. Every thought you think is like a message you send out into the world and into your own body. Thoughts are not just passing clouds. They shape how you feel, how you act, and even how your life unfolds. Many of us go through our days without noticing the words we say to ourselves. We repeat old patterns of worry, criticism, or doubt, and then wonder why we feel so heavy or stuck. But the wonderful news is that you can choose your thoughts. You have the power to gently guide your mind toward words and ideas that uplift and support you. It's not about being perfect or never having a negative thought again. It's about becoming aware and deciding with kindness to choose a better feeling thought when you can. Imagine that your mind is like a garden. Every thought is a seed. If you plant seeds of love, patience, and encouragement, beautiful things will grow. But if you keep planting seeds of fear or self-judgment, you'll find weeds taking over. The choice is always yours. When you notice a harsh thought creeping in, perhaps telling you that you're not good enough or that things will never change, pause for a moment. Take a breath and gently replace that thought with something more loving. You might say to yourself, "I am doing my best, and that is enough." Or, "I trust that life is working for my highest good." These simple phrases can soften the inner critic and remind you that you deserve kindness, especially from yourself. The more you practice this, the easier it becomes. Over time, your mind will naturally lean toward supportive thoughts because you are teaching it a new way to be. This habit doesn't require hours of effort, just small moments throughout the day where you choose love over fear. I invite you to carry this affirmation with you. I choose thoughts that nourish and support me. Repeat it whenever you catch yourself falling into old patterns. Let it be a gentle reminder that you are in control of the messages you send to yourself. Your thoughts can be your greatest allies when you choose them with care. By filling your mind with loving words, you create a life that feels lighter, more joyful, and more aligned with the peace you deserve. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine the kind of life you would love to live. Picture a day where you wake up feeling calm, joyful, and supported by life itself. See yourself moving through your day with ease, smiling at the simple pleasures, and feeling confident that everything is unfolding just as it should. This is not just a dream. This is the power of visualization. When you take time to see positive images in your mind, you are giving your subconscious a loving direction to follow. Your mind doesn't know the difference between what is real and what is vividly imagined. It responds to the pictures you create, guiding your actions, feelings, and even the opportunities that come your way. Many people think they have to wait for life to get better before they can feel good. But the truth is, when you begin to see and feel the goodness in your mind first, life begins to match that vision. It all starts within you. Each morning or whenever you have a quiet moment, gently close your eyes and picture yourself living a life filled with peace, love, and abundance. Don't worry about how it will happen. Just focus on the feeling. See yourself happy, healthy, and surrounded by everything you need. Allow a smile to come to your face as you enjoy this mental picture. The more often you do this, the more natural it becomes, and soon you'll notice small shifts happening around you. Life will begin to reflect the beauty you are holding in your mind. As you practice this, repeat softly to yourself, "I see my life filled with harmony and abundance." Let this affirmation sink deep into your heart, knowing that you are planting seeds for a brighter future. Visualization is a gentle, joyful way to remind yourself that you are the artist of your life, and every thought is a brushstroke creating your reality. As the day comes to a close, it's important to give yourself the gift of release. We often carry the weight of the day with us. Things we wish we had done differently, words we regret, or worries about tomorrow. But holding on to these thoughts only creates tension in our hearts and minds. Each evening offers a beautiful opportunity to let go with love and enter a state of peace before you rest. You don't need to replay every detail or criticize yourself for what didn't go perfectly. Instead, you can choose to bless the day and gently release it. Find a quiet moment before bed, close your eyes, and take a deep breath. Think of something that made you smile today, no matter how small. Maybe it was a kind word, a moment of quiet, or simply making it through the day. Acknowledge yourself for showing up, for doing your best. Then, if there's anything that feels heavy on your heart, imagine wrapping it in light and setting it free. Tell yourself, it's okay. I let this go with love. This simple practice allows you to end your day with kindness rather than judgment. It prepares your mind and body for restful sleep and clears space for a fresh start tomorrow. You can also write down one thing you feel proud of or grateful for before you close your eyes. It could be as simple as, I took time to breathe today, or I spoke kindly to myself. These little acknowledgments build self-trust and remind you that every day holds value. As you drift off to sleep, I invite you to repeat this calming affirmation. I lovingly release today. I am at peace with myself. Let these words soothe you, wrapping you in comfort and reminding you that you don't need to carry anything into tomorrow. You have done enough. You are enough. And now you can rest with a heart full of peace. Your thoughts are powerful, not just in shaping your emotions, but also in influencing your body. There is a deep and beautiful connection between your mind and body, one that responds to every word you speak and every belief you hold. When you think loving thoughts, your body feels safe, relaxed, and energized. But when your mind is filled with fear, anger, or self-criticism, your body tightens, your energy drains, and discomfort can arise. Many people don't realize that by simply choosing kinder thoughts, they can improve their physical well-being. Your body listens to everything your mind says. It's like a loyal friend, always responding to the messages it receives. If you tell yourself, I am strong, I am healthy, I am safe, your body begins to align with those truths. This doesn't mean you ignore real challenges, but it does mean you offer yourself the kind of support that encourages healing and balance. Think of your body as a garden and your thoughts as the care you give it. Loving thoughts are like sunshine and gentle rain. They nourish and strengthen you from within. When you notice tension, pain, or fatigue, pause and ask yourself, what have I been thinking? Often, a shift in thought can bring relief where you didn't expect it. Practice speaking to your body with gratitude. Thank it for carrying you through the day, for all the little things it does without you even asking. Place your hands over your heart or any area that feels tense and say softly, I am here for you. I choose to think thoughts that heal and uplift. This simple act of awareness and kindness creates harmony between your mind and body. Over time, you'll notice how much better you feel when your inner dialogue is filled with encouragement and love. Carry this affirmation with you as a gentle reminder. My body responds to loving thoughts with vibrant health. The more you repeat this, the more natural it becomes to treat yourself with the care and compassion you deserve. Your mind and body are partners, working together to create a life of balance, peace, and well-being. You have done something wonderful just by being open to these simple habits. Sometimes we believe that change requires effort and struggle, but real transformation begins with gentle, loving steps. By choosing to practice kindness toward yourself, even for one day, you have set powerful energy in motion. Imagine what your life could feel like if you continued these small acts of self-care. Speaking to yourself with love in the mirror, finding gratitude in everyday moments, pausing to breathe, choosing thoughts that uplift you, visualizing a joyful life, and releasing each day with peace. These are gifts you can give yourself again and again. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to do everything at once. What matters is that you are willing to try, to be a little more loving, a little more patient with yourself each day. Life responds to that willingness with open arms. Remember, every moment is a chance to begin again. If today felt good, know that tomorrow can feel even better. You hold the power to create a life filled with peace, joy, and abundance, not by force, but by gently guiding your thoughts and actions with love. As we close this time together, I want you to place your hand over your heart and take a deep breath. Feel the warmth, the life, and the possibility within you. Repeat softly, knowing these words are true. I am worthy of a joyful, healthy, and abundant life. Let this affirmation stay with you as a quiet strength, reminding you that you are always supported. You are never alone on this journey. Life loves you, and so do I. Every loving thought you think, every small habit you embrace, brings you closer to the beautiful life that is waiting for you. Keep going, dear one. The best is yet to come.